I'd like to share with you an amazing story which I think has tremendous relevance to us as Jews, maybe who are trying to improve ourselves in our relationship with God. There was a fellow by the name of Roy Rodriguez. It's a Mexican family that came to this country in 1942. He grew up to be a musician. He made some records, but it just didn't pan out. It wasn't working. He wound up in demolition, low-income salary, and life moved on. Unbeknownst to him, little did he realize that his records were actually selling in Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. He was very big. In fact, in South Africa, his records were going platinum. He was bigger than Elvis Presley, and he had absolutely no idea. It's an amazing thing. So his daughter one time was surfing the internet, and I don't know, she saw this whole thing about her father. They thought that this guy, Roy Rodriguez, committed suicide in the 1970s. They didn't even know he was alive. To make a long story short, so she got in touch with them, and they realized he was alive, and they invited him down to South Africa for some concerts, at a number of concerts. The place was jam-packed, thousands upon thousands of people. He came onto the stage. This is after years and years of thinking that he's a nobody. He had a standing ovation. Thousands were screaming his name, Rodriguez, Rodriguez, whoa! He couldn't believe it. It's just incredible, from nothing to fame and fortune. What's the lesson for us? Many times in life, we feel sometimes that I'm not really accomplishing. I'm trying to go to a shiur to learn something. I got angry one time and I controlled myself. Most of the time I don't control, but one time I did control myself. I was about to say something negative about somebody. One time in 5 years, I said, you know what, that's lashon hara. I don't want to say anything negative about the person. I try to do a chesed here. So what's it all worth? Well, I'm not a big tzaddik, so what's the big deal? You don't understand. What do you mean, what's the big deal? You don't understand that every mitzvah that you do and every effort that you put in, you're making platinum. In heaven, you are a rock star. It's going to come about that after 120 years, you're going to come upstairs and literally there's going to be millions of angels that are going to give you a standing ovation. Whoa, that a way to go. You were about to say something negative and you didn't. You got up for a minyan, and it was very difficult for you. You went to a shiur, you tried to learn daf yomi, even though you can't catch everything, you fall asleep half the time, but you are making platinum. Realize that. Understand your greatness. Understand how much God loves you and appreciates every effort that you make. You are gold.
Thank you for listening to the Guard Your Eyes Daily Chizuk broadcast. Pass them on to your friends and help spread Kedusha in the world.